Good morning. It's time to get up. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. It's time to get up. It's time. Yeah, that meme never gets old. Like, can you imagine like a person getting like internet famous just for like saying the same thing over and over again every day for 2 years? If it works, it works.
We've seen people get famous by selling their bathwater.
That's true. I mean, I would say they were already like,
I don't need this anymore.
Like they were like niche famous already because they were like on Twitch. But because they did start selling their bathwater, it's like that's the news that broke out, and like people outside the niche were like really like got like started to know who this person was by
Do
name.
we really want to like go that path? Honestly, we could just like hire some like really cute girls to just do the podcast for us, and let's just see the numbers go up then.
Oh man. Oh, we could like, or we could just pull a Pokemon CA and then just like do like go full VTuber where like we have pretty girl avatars and like our voice are modulated. Yeah, that we have really cute voices and we always say ooh and we're super cute and we always go to school on Sundays even though school is closed because we like to discreetly drink alcohol even though you should never drink alcohol because it is bad for you. No, I'm just kidding. Like, no, we're straight edge. At least I am.
You gotta speak for yourself. I mean, would I want to become an anime girl? Isn't that what the thug life is all about? Like honestly, like if someone's like, if you were to do a VTuber, would you be like one of those people that get a girl persona? I'm like, hell yeah, it'd be the girl persona, but it would still be my voice. It would be like the cute anime girl, but it would have the voice of Dr. Girlfriend from Venture Brothers.
Or you know what's another good example? If you watch Harry Partridge's animation for the Elder Scrolls Online, at the end when he's like, maybe I'll settle down and find a nice elf mademoiselle, and then he looks at her and he's like, you're a chick in real life, right? And then she says in a masculine voice, yes.
Or what's his name, Vlad? He's like dressed up as an e-girl. He's like, hi, my name's Natalie.
Well, remember what was it? There was that before. There was like Vine had that one video that then went to YouTube where it was like some dude is like it's a POV and he's like, I'm here at Anime Expo looking for my cute anime waifus. Where are they? And he finds one, right? He's like, oh, you're really cute. And then it's like, I just want to say you're adorable. And he's like, thanks, bro.
I love that.
Yeah,
totally. What anime meme where it's like a guy grabs this pretty looking waitress from behind. By the way, inappropriate touch, bad touch. But it's like, hey, pretty, you wanna go back to my place? I'm actually a guy. I know.
I would just like roll with it. I'd be like, you know what? I would tell someone, give me like the anime version of Kat Dennings, but make it like no foxes, no cats, no. Give me an obscure animal. I will make this work. Make me a chicken. Like chicken Kat Dennings anime girl, and I will so fucking rock that shit. Like, don't you want a voice modulator or something? No, we're doing this. This is how it's gonna be. You accept me for who I am.
Yeah, so we haven't even started.
Or maybe I'll just pay Jen for likeness rights and then just use her Scoops Ahoy cosplay as a cardboard cutout, and then just like use that as my avatar.
We need the views. Yeah,
so basically, we haven't even started talking about Kamen Rider yet. For the first
No,
5 minutes of this video, we've been talking about cross-dressers.
Well, segue. Did you know, or are you aware that they're actually making like femme versions of old? Well, they did the Kaiju Girl a couple of years ago, but did you know that they're actually doing like coming out with figures of like Hongo, of Ichimonji, of even like Ultra characters as waifu figurines now?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Like the deception. The absolute deception. How dare you disgrace Tokusatsu with your filthy weebness?
No, but see, I would pull a full Randy Marsh and just like VTube myself as like a pretty little girl, and like voice modulate myself to like having like a female voice. I don't know if it's gonna be like a cute female voice or like a
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell someone to make me an anime version of what Nem looks like in this episode, and let's rock with that and use that as a mascot for the channel.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like but basically the idea is it's like that grandpa from Pokemon ZA where it's like any public holograms of what's her name, Karina, that like so like there's like holograms of her, and like anytime the hologram makes a public appearance, it's actually the grandpa like using like a mocap suit,
just like the captions in this episode. Just it's the illusion.
Yep.
Also, let us address the horse because some people have been asking, and I'm like, let's just make it. Yes, they have announced a new black unicorn.
Oh yeah, Goju.
All I'm gonna say is I hope she doesn't obtain the Turbo Ranger, Car Ranger, Go Onger, and Boom Boomger rings.
I'm like, okay, so is this the same character or is this like a whole new character that they're gonna come up with?
Like you know what I've been saying last week. Just Beetleborgs her into a different actress. Just like have a no one world, like mess with her face ever so slightly, have a different actress's face on it, and then make the change permanent for some arbitrary reason.
Well, it's the previous actress. I've not seen Dawn Brothers, but it's apparently Yellow from Dawn Brothers.
Yep.
Yeah, Oni's sister,
Haruka.
So I'm like,
Mike, you know, I just got an idea. No, don't let. Besides, Car Ranger and Boom Boomger and so on, don't let her have the Bouken ring either, because she'll pull off a Natsuki when she pilots Daiboken and then crushes all of the foot soldiers in that one episode.
That was like the best part of the show. A ditzy, like a very ditzy girl piloting a mecha, like a stereotypical anime schoolgirl coming out from school and just stomping on all the monsters along with her team on the battlefield.
Yeah.
They say robots can't be cute.
Overdrive.
Yeah, no, what the hell? They didn't do that for Overdrive. They didn't use the Precure anime style for Ninja Steel. They didn't do the cosplay episode from Gokaiger from Megaforce. You owe us, Bandai America. How dare you not put like tedious Japanese references in our Americanized show?
Yeah. Never mind the fact that it wouldn't fit Ronnie's character in Overdrive. They should have left that scene in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they could have done something. They could have done something, but they decided not to because, like, oh, that's silly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this whole show hasn't been controversial. No one said a Power Ranger had to be human to be a Power Ranger. That has been like obvious since the first 3 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So I will debate that.
No.
But yeah, we did get a replacement, and they don't. I mean, they do look sort of the same, but I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna still keep the same like character name or something like that, or it might be just a replacement.
Well, they could go the White Racer route from Car Ranger because she had two different actresses in that show, and
Yeah.
the second time she shows up, Green Racer outright says, "Doesn't she look a bit different than last time?"
Yeah, no, I did see that when I saw the season. I'm like, yeah, they're blatantly calling out the fact that they couldn't get the same actress again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the same thing that Akiba Ranger got. It's like, well, they never really said what happened to Mitsuki. They just got what's her face.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, no, there was the scheduling. Scheduling was the problem.
Yeah. Well, at least they wrote, the first Akiba Blue out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, they're like, yeah, well,
I still never understood why they wrote her out.
it was scheduling.
Yeah.
She had gotten really, really popular.
Oh, she got Linda Yamamoto. Got it.
Yeah, she got really popular. I actually looked into it, and Mitsuki was already a big time model when she got the episode or the series.
Mm-hmm.
So that just elevated her more into popularity because, well, if you look at
I'm not your stepping stone.
if you look at the girls at the time, Go Kaiser and Go Buster, they were going the more cutie route, whereas this was the more believable route of a Sentai heroine, unofficial or otherwise.
Yeah.
So that's why it's yeah, she started doing modeling and movies and a bunch of not Sentai appropriate movies. I was like, well, okay. So she just went that route and she wanted to come back. She had a lot of fun doing Akiba Ranger.
Yeah.
But it was just a scheduling thing. But
Yeah.
again,
and incidentally, as a result, Yellow became the mature member of the group in season 2.
That was weird. That was weird. I'm like, you know what? We're relying on the weave to be very serious and very mature, and yet,
it's an interesting change for her character.
It's like Hakase and what's her face was more of what Yumaria was in the beginning. I'm like, that doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mitsuki, I still love the scene to where she calls it Bouken Ranger, and then Akagi's like, "Hold up, it's Boukenger, not Bouken Ranger."
And it's not Hurricane Ranger, it's Hurricane Messenger. Which, by the way, every time I watch Ninja Storm, I'm like, it's not Hurricane Ranger, it's Hurricane Messenger.
Yeah, well, again, Asashi was kind of drunk at that point, so it's like you're having a nerd argument with a kid, and you're a grown adult completely flawed.
29-year-old, yes.
Yeah, so at least she went to go and rent the series to go watch it. Good girl as she is.
Oh gosh, I really did grow up to be Akagi Nobuo.
I think almost anyone who goes down the Sentai or the Tokusatsu have literally become Akiba Red in some ways in their life.
Mm-hmm.
When I was with an ex-girlfriend of mine, another friend of mine, she also likes Sentai. So when the three of us would hang out, we joke that we're the American Akiba Rangers because of my love and knowledge for Sentai. My girlfriend at the time would be Akiba Blue because she was new to Sentai since I showed her it, and she was enjoying it and still learning along the way. And then my other friend would be Akiba Yellow because she likes to cosplay. She has a good amount of knowledge on Sentai, and she's also a Fujoshi.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's like that same scene to where Akagi was like, I knew you were Fujoshi. It's like when I found that out about her, I said the same thing.
I don't think the term really got to the States a lot, but I know with the Toko fandom, we did use that word a lot. For those who don't know, Fujoshi is pretty much what Japan calls the girly fans who are obsessed with boy love.
Oh yeah,
I mean, like really, really. You know, like you look at a guy and you call him a pervert. Yeah, that's basically what they are.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. This evolutionary divergence between men and women in the fan base. Like women become a fujoshi, while men just straight up develop a scoliosexual tendencies
towards robots.
No, towards trans women.
Whoa. That's a totally other argument, right?
Like a lot of people are like fessing up to things. Just saying.
No, yeah. And
nothing wrong with it, you know.
Let your flag fly, you know. But
yeah,
I'm like, yeah, well, you know, I'm not judging. Who am I to judge? You do you, and as long as you're
like
happy, by
everyone
all
should
means.
do themselves. Be your true
Although
selves.
it's kind of crazy how like the weebs now have recently started to accept that, but the Toko fandom has been doing it since 2011.
Oh yeah.
We didn't care. We're like, oh, you have a fan fiction between Joe and Marvelous from Gokaiger? Cool.
Don't remind me.
You had the fan fiction between like King and Daigo from Kyoryuger. Not Ami? Okay.
You know, it's really.
Also, didn't who was it that brought up that a lot of Sentai and Kamen Riders are involved in boy love dramas? Who brought that up in the channel?
I think it was you.
No, it was not me. I was not aware. I actually found out. Recently, like a lot of our Kamen Rider boys and a lot of our Sentai main boys have really. I'm like, and I've looked into these. I'm like, oh my god.
Well, I hope you cleared your internet history after that.
I'm not ashamed. Go ahead, take a look. I'm not ashamed. Why were you looking this up? If you look at the ones that are before that, I was on this page and I happened to click the link because now I'm curious.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So where was I? I was on Instagram. I was on TikTok, and there happened to be a link. So I'm not ashamed. I didn't go and willingly find this. I didn't Google it. But there's nothing wrong with them. Like, wow, really? I had no idea that Kamen Rider Build and what's his face, Kyoryuger Green actually were in a boy love show together.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought that shit?
Well,
yeah.
I can never look.
I mean, me personally, I have no issue with people having fan fictions between characters as long as the characters have organic chemistry of that like they could potentially have that kind of chemistry. So it's like, for example, like Marvelous and Joe, like I would get that, but like Double D and Raw from Ed, Ed and Eddie would make no sense whatsoever.
But you're putting like
now Kevin and Raw, okay, that would make sense, but not Double D and Raw.
But you're putting like freaking Car Racer Red with like Dune from Geki Ranger. I'm like, how the heck does that work? And the age gap. Okay. Anyway.
I don't know. Like when it comes to like fanfics like that, I just ignore it.
You want to send some spicy fanfics? I mean, we got the link in the description to our emails. So. I'm not saying we're gonna read it, but I'm just like by the title itself, I'm like, oh yeah. Anyway, let us move on to maids and cleaning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, speaking of fan fiction,
yeah,
we're here to discuss Case 10, the Vanish.
I can't believe we're We're 1/5 of a way through the show already. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
Crazy,
will,
isn't it?
I will say it's been an interesting 10 episodes. We're finally at the 10 episode mark. Although I do look at comments for some of the shows, and recently I have been seeing that some people have been saying that Zeztz is remarkably cheap.
You know,
For
I
some
actually
reason,
saw that recently too, and I'm like,
yeah. I'm like,
really?
how is it cheap? How is this show cheap? They're using more CG than they did in previous like Kamen Riders.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like the majority of this is in a dream.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
how is
what
that cheap?
confused
It's
me
like the
when I
suit
saw
looks
that because
cheap,
I
like
thought,
the gimmicks look cheap, and I'm like, you know what? Your mom's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, when I saw people saying that recently, I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, yeah, the show's on a budget, obviously. It uses practical effects, but which that's not a knock against practical effects. I love them. But it's like, what about like all the green screen and like the special effects?
Yeah, because
You
of the
know, like
dream
the
sequences and
budget
whatnot.
for the physical props and whatnot. It's like,
Mhm.
okay, so by that logic, do you think King Oger is cheap because of how much green screen they used?
Oh, believe you me, I've seen some clips from King Oger, and I'm just like, you know what? I get it. I like it, but I can honestly see the difference between the front and the background in terms of character. I'm like, yeah, this was totally done on a green screen, but do I care? No. We're in a show with giant robots and insects. I'm like, where in reality is this?
And it's on another planet.
And I'm like, okay. So when you go to a movie and you're watching whatever crap Marvel movie Disney's making, you think like that, like, oh, that's all practical effects, especially when he shoots the laser beams out of his hands. I'm like, mm-mm.
I didn't know.
I love it when they shoot laser
now.
beams out of their heads.
Bro, do you honestly think this is freaking real?
Hedorah?
Have you ever seen a
Is that
smog
Hedorah?
monster?
That
Yeah,
is Hedorah,
yeah.
the smog monster.
You ever seen a smog monster? Have you ever seen that movie? I don't recommend you watch it on herbal substances.
You know, I would rather go the opposite direction, go full practical, and invoke the box monster from the planet. Box.
I mean, no joke. That you could. I mean, I think the reason why they probably said that was because the fact that we're dealing with paintings and they're just randomly moving. And I'm like, yeah,
You
I know.
mean like that thing we always see in Castlevania and Bloodstained?
Well, no, yeah, but apparently someone said in a comment like, "Oh, I can see the string." I'm like, how else are they gonna pull it off?
You know, when we point out the strings in 1971, Kamen Rider, like at least we're being endearing.
We care? We were like, no, then how else were you gonna do it?
Yeah, and you know what?
Like,
What made Kamen Rider X so fun was the fact that they were even sloppier than the original Kamen Rider.
That's what you were gonna say something.
Yeah, like when it comes to the strings, I think for the most part Tokusatsu does well in hiding it, but there are times to where you can see it. Do I care? No, because I think that, part of the charm of Tokusatsu is the practical effects. I mean, I can name a few instances when you can see them. Like, I know you can see the strings in the first episode of Ultraman Tiga, and they're also really obvious in Godzilla versus Megaguirus when Megaguirus is flying around.
You know what? That should have been a Rodan movie or a Mothra movie. I kid you not. I love Megaguirus, but my God, that was so one-sided.
Yeah,
so
honestly,
one-sided.
like with Godzilla versus Megaguirus, if they changed a few things, they could have had it be a continuation of 2000 rather than be in an alternate universe. Just, make the tone more like 2000 and, just change some dialogue and there you go.
But no, but yeah, let's see. Okay. What is our mission?
to protect paintings because they have some kind of national secret.
Protect the national secret.
So that's where we get the Taka in our Fuji Hawk eggplant trinity.
Honestly, you know, I want to know, how do these dreams begin? Honestly, like, do we know that we're gonna, be a part of like some type of like a cook today, or a dog walker, or working in as a maid or a butler? Are we aware of what's happening, or do we just kind of go with it?
I guess just go with it.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right. So domestic help today. So yeah, my name is Maid 7,
Yeah, Housekeeper 7.
Housekeeper 7.
It's
I'm
like
like,
Okay,
your mission
now I
is
want
to mop the floors, dust the shelves, and make sure that the couches are clean.
yeah, if he's gonna be Housekeeper 7,
do you
then I
understand?
want to see
I'm on
somebody
it.
make an edit to where Ultra 7 is is a housekeeper.
I am just like, all right. So we have a painting. Random painting with flowers and a woman. I'm like, all right.
Okay, is
You
this
know,
one of I know this artist. It's Georgia O'Keeffe.
is that who it is? Legitimately, is it a legitimate piece of like reputable art?
If it looked a little more anatomical, if you know what I mean.
I mean, George O'Keeffe was more into like deserts, bones, and skulls and stuff. It was supposed to capture the beauty of death and whatnot, or the fertility of barren wastelands.
No joke. Why the hell?
I studied George O'Keeffe like very extensively when I was a kid.
No,
Thanks,
no
John Stout.
joke. I say this. Why the heck does everyone always like say Edgar Allan Poe is the most goth like representative of poetry and art, when we have George O'Keeffe here literally giving us what is in our hearts and souls? But no one looks at him and says, "That's my guy." No, it's got to be Edgar Allan Poe. No, I'm tired of Edgar. Nope.
Yeah. Plus, like, what about like something a little more postmodernist, like T.S. Eliot? April is the month of death. Lilac springing from the,
I think Elliot just had too many rejections, in all honesty. I'm like, I get what you're saying, Elliot, but at the same time, you really need some loving. You really do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I mean, we look at this art, and I mean, I'm an artist. I paint. I've dabbled in every medium there is, including sculpture and live drawings. I never understood modern art.
Mm-hmm.
It really doesn't call to me.
Yeah.
This is coming from a guy that is wearing said shirt and and anything in the background. Don't at my credentials.
Honestly, I don't see how April even is the cruelest month because it breeds lilacs out of the dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots with spring rain. Honestly, I think that sounds very merciful.
Winter going into spring, death creating life. So from death comes life.
Yeah, so like, how's that cruel? I don't get it.
Because one life must end for new life to begin.
Huh.
That is metal as fuck, dude.
No, you gotta say it like Nathan Explosion. That's metal.
Mm-hmm. Imagine using like a very like baritone voice to read Shakespeare's Sonnet 145.
Again, Christopher Lee did that.
Those lips that love's own hand did make breathe forth the sound that said I hate. To me that lavish for her sake, but when she saw my willful
But again, Why is it that we're bringing up goth and death and whatnot? Because we got Best Girl Nem here dressed up as a lolly goth girl being a statuette for some reason.
Oh my gosh, this is the second time in a row we've mentioned lollies.
Ha.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say
it's all coming together.
Oh yeah, no, there was a
I
reason.
I do not want
to
be put on a government list because you guys mentioned lollies.
Again, there's a reason for the madness. Besides the views.
Just say that we're part of a club, of literature club that focuses on Russian writers like
I would not call them
Bulgakov, Dostoevsky, Kafka, but not Tolstoy because I cannot handle War and Peace. Like I gave up halfway into the second book.
Look, I wouldn't be calling them a lolly, but I saw how big those soles of her shoes are, and I'm like, yeah, those are, If they were normal shoes, I would not be calling her a lolly. But those are at least 3 to 4 inches like height. I'm like, yeah, that kind of fits the requirement. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we wind up the painting out of nowhere gets stolen. Mm-hmm. I blame the housekeeping.
Dun dun dun.
But I'm like, okay, who would steal the painting? And especially since the house was fully like with people, like who came in and stole this thing? I don't know. But it's time for Agent 7 to get on the case.
Now it's kind of obvious. I think some stuff might be obvious here, like, oh, maybe he wants it to be stolen some arbitrary way because, like, maybe he doesn't want it to be sold to someone else, so they need to conveniently go missing so that they can't be sold. At least that's how it usually plays out with the show, but you never know. Maybe it will be more straightforward.
I don't know, because we do break out the little camcorder again, and we do find a trail. What this trail is, we don't know what it is, but it's small little dots. It's like either someone's shedding or someone had way too much baby powder on them. Because it just happens to go all the way outside and to the backyard where the gate is gapingly wide open.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's convenient.
Is that not suspicious? Like, who left the front gate wide open?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe someone clad in white and is carrying a Nerf gun.
You mean the Nerf gun sword?
Mm-hmm.
Which is actually a thing that they do sell?
Yep.
I remember when they had Nerf swords back in the day.
It's not just a sword, it's a Nerf gun sword.
It's a sword. It's a gun. It's a Nerf gun sword.
No, you know what? A lot of people made fun of it, and I'm just like, was not Final Fantasy VIII a thing and a hit like just this year? And you guys are making fun of a Nerf gun sword?
I mean, I would say that to Squall's credit, his weapon is basically a rapier, but which some reason has a revolver barrel attached to the hilt for some reason.
Yeah, this thing is just a rifle.
Yeah,
it's literally a rifle with just like wasn't this a prop on Saber?
Honestly, it looks like a remold of something I've seen from Kamen Rider Ghost.
Like, this seriously looks like a pre-used prop that they like just decided, you know what? Let's just like make it orange on the blade and then the rest like. Because I was like, the orange looked familiar. Like, wasn't there a Kamen Rider in Saber that had that same deep in coloring, or at least had like an orange or something coloring?
Yeah, the only orange rider was Falchion.
Yeah,
Falchion. The rider who used like the sword gun was Slash. You know, the pink one?
Yeah, the one that I have. In fact, I got his thing right here. Don't turn me into. There we go.
Wait, hey, wait a minute. You're Kamen Rider Slash? You're a fraud. You're not Bouken Kabuto. You're Bouken Slash.
No, and I did get the extensions for the blade where it's like, where honestly, like when you get the extenders, it turns his weapon to look more like a gladius from Roman centurions.
I did see some of those extenders, and I'm like, oh, thank God, because that just looks so pathetic that these little dinky things, but like at
I
least
need the
extenders.
extenders for Kenzan.
Imagine,
like,
if, they
those
made,
are really
imagine
cool
if they
props,
made
bro.
extenders for Buster's sword.
They did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. It's not as long as you want it to be, but they did.
You need to buy more to make it even bigger.
I don't think it would work that way, but
Mm-mm. But yeah, we have mysterious man in white showing up, and obviously Baku demands the capsule back that he stole last episode. And it's like, yeah, why did you steal that capsule? I want it back. Well, I'm not giving it back to you. And we do get some little info dump that Nem believes that this guy is exactly like her, a man who wanders in dreams.
Mhm.
Are we referencing the Cowboy Bebop movie from 06 here?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Knock, knocking on heaven's door.
But yeah, you know what? What are the rules of the dream world? If you get shot or killed, that means you wind up dead in real life. But in this case, it's just a really BS awakening for Baku.
Yeah.
Like
Time to
he
wake
got
up.
shot, like point in the shoulder, and he just wakes up like nothing happened. Like, no joke. I know that it's hard for some people to get up in the morning, but that's a little extreme, don't you think?
It might be.
But yeah, good boy Baku is just trying to figure stuff out. And I kind of wonder, did we ever solidify if there's another way to get into the office building for Baku with Fuji
No.
and Yasuka?
It's either fall asleep or go through the closet, which sadly is not Johnny's closet.
One day.
I'm like, okay,
One
so
day.
are they like in a dream right now, or are they actually in the room?
Yeah, that was never
They're in
made
the room
clear.
with Tommy Wiseau?
Because I'm just like, wait a minute, did you guys just sneak into his room while he's asleep and just go into the office? Or are you guys actually asleep?
Or did you guys just never leave there to begin with?
You know, I would believe Nausicaa would stay there just to do her work and research, but Fuji, that's a different story. You know how wrapped he is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, good girl Nausicaa, being best girl as always, is doing her research and finding out that there are paintings that are going missing, but it's not just the one that Baku knows of. There are 2 others that are being stolen. Apparently, it's a set of 3.
Mm-hmm.
What do these paintings have in common? We don't really know. All we know is that they all have the same flower inside of each painting.
Mm-hmm.
What does this mean? I don't know. Apparently, there's some national secret in these paintings. And from what I'm looking at, they're all, I mean, by the show's rhetoric, there are 3 different painters from different eras. So it's like, wait, not the same artist, not the same year. It's between like a span of like 50 to like at least 40 years difference. Okay, let's keep watching.
Yeah.
So apparently we get a name for the guy who was in the dream who had the first painting. It's called Taro. And he is apparently an art collector, supposedly. I don't believe that.
You know, I remember in Gov last year we had a suspicious art collector from Sardinia, while at the same time a sardine monster is attacking artists. I wonder if these two are connected.
Well, there's a bit of a theme going on here, and number one, apparently, that I didn't really realize since I haven't seen number one, but also I haven't seen the kaijin that they use, and in comparison to the one we're dealing with here. So yeah, apparently, Agent Zero is telling Baku, you gotta get in deep in this case and whatnot. And Baku remembers that he gave him the tickets to go to the restaurant, so he thinks, oh, you're hooking me up again. Yeah, he did. For a motorcycle, he's got the hookup.
Yeah.
And yeah, he gives Baku, again, you're a spy, so forging documents shouldn't be hard enough. Apparently, he's now part of the Society of Art Prevention or Art Preservation.
Imagine putting that on your resume.
Yeah, and also he gives him a sweet mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Was the mustache necessary?
No. But we'll
But
do it
apparently-
anyways.
But apparently, because you work with art, you must have a Salvador Dali type mustache.
Or some other random type of mustache that's not Salvador Dali related, but
Someone else-
everyone will always mistake it for it.
No. If he had the really long one, I would have been like, that is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So perfect. But no, I mean, given the pointed look towards the end, I'm like, nah, yeah, that would be definitely a Dolly look. All right, let's see. Where do we leave off here? Where are my notes?
Yeah, there's quite a number of other. Oh yeah, also Agent Zero tells Baku to eat lunch because, bro, you gotta chill. You're not gonna solve a case if you're always stressing.
Yeah, but Baku. You know how Baku.
Yeah.
Although, what's one thing that I still don't understand though is the relationship between Fuji and the police department. I mean, after everything that's happened, every single case, and especially we nearly had an international incident, they still look at Fuji and Nausicaa like they just started this rambling yesterday.
That is frustrating. It's like, when a kid does it, I can always pull this one out.
Monster came out and grabbed my mommy.
Now you know, dear, there's no such thing as monsters.
But this is a full-grown adult doing it. Like, you should have no reason to not believe him. He's not capable of having an overactive imagination. As we established, adults can't see the rainbow in Shadowliner.
But can I? I like trains. Maybe a train shirt.
I just don't get it. I really don't. I really don't understand why people in the police department, even no matter what it is, secretaries, office workers, even the guy that gets the donuts, look at him like he's just a rambling lunatic. Even the people in surveillance are like, Fuji, are you sure what you're talking about? Do you not see the painting literally coming off of the wall? I know I see the strings, but still.
It's kind of like that interrogation parody of Dark Knight. It's like I don't understand a word you're saying.
Yeah,
There's not a single word coming out of your mouth. There's fifth coming out, but not words. Am I crazy? I know I'm crazy, but I don't understand a word you're saying.
I don't know. Although it's kind of crazy how you're seeing the painting come off of the wall and just float away.
Mm-hmm.
No, like, Fuji, are you sure this is a black case? Are you not seeing what I'm seeing on the surveillance tape?
It's like, what more evidence do you need? Do you not see the painting floating, casually floating
watch
away?
this. Watch. There's like a pen floating in midair, and then it's writing on the wall. Knox was her.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know how much more we could honestly say. It's almost embarrassing, but not towards Fuji or Nausicaa, towards the Metropolitan Police of Japan at this point.
It's like at this point, like it's like, why do we even bother with you guys? You guys are useless.
Although,
if you were to wield me, how would you use me?
I cut down the police department's budget.
That sounds interesting. You may wield me.
No one beats eyes.
We do get a little tidbit of information here because of it. So obviously, the painting and whatnot, they said they do drop a name. Kinsuke Odata. Which
is the green guy with the orange and white Nerf sword gun. The Swan.
And
it's crazy that 10 episodes in and I'm still the only one calling him Knox.
Well, that's because I actually but again, Knox is probably a more easier way to say it. But yeah, so wait, what does his ex-partner have to do with this painting? I don't know, but apparently we cut to Baku and the man of an art gallery, and the old man is explaining to him like, yeah, that guy who you showed me the photo of, he's not really an art collector. He just really wanted the painting. So wait, so he just came into the art gallery demanding the painting out. He was going to pay whatever price, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't even have 5 yen to his name. And he is demanding the painting for himself.
What he's going to do is pull a Seto Kaiba from the first episode and just have a briefcase full of cards and be like, I'll give you all of these for that Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then when you take a look at all the cards that are in there, there are cards that aren't really that good and wouldn't hold up today and aren't as good as the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah, they're all vanilla. There was no traps, no magic cards. They were all basic vanilla cards.
They had magic and trap cards in there.
But I'm like, just basic ones. I'm like, for a Blue Eyes, especially back in the day.
Yeah. Especially since Blue Eyes, by today's standards, holds up much better than all those cards in that briefcase.
Oh, yeah. I know that they've evolved them and tried to make them. I'm like, some of them do work, but yeah, good luck trying to use the original. Anyway, for some reason, we think that this Taro guy he knows something, and the dream is just him imagining that he has the painting. Why? Because there's no way he actually has these paintings. There's no way. Even the most famous and reputable of art dealers wouldn't have these paintings. So some random dude just having them, it's like, well, why? What does he know that we don't?
That's probably the secret.
But never mind that. We got to go to our Gachapon machine.
Yes, because we lost one of ours last turn.
Also, we didn't honestly for the past 2 episodes, we didn't even use the machines. We kind of just let the credit stack up.
Yeah, and we can only assume that the Esperum capsum was just handed to the team by Tegasword.
Oh yeah. Well, let's see what we pulled today. We pulled a yellow one that's barrier.
It's more like a dill pickle green.
Well, And then we pulled the purple one, which is called Wonder.
Ooh.
I wonder what that does.
Might it
Makes you
involve
wonder.
something involving paradigms?
And then he
Maybe,
tries
but
to
how the
use the
little,
machine again, and it gets stuck. And then he's like, "Oh, you can only get so many at a time."
I actually
Well, at
did
least they
that with-
established that.
I actually did that with a gachapon, and I was actually surprised. I put in like 1 credit, and I actually twisted it to the point that it hit. But I think I twisted it a little bit too far and too fast that I actually pulled a second one. So for 1 credit, I pulled two capsules.
That kind of reminds me of when I was a young kid, and there was 2 or 3 times in my life to where I would put a quarter into a gumball machine, and I'd end up getting 2.
There is a way to do it. It's not
Yeah.
that. I mean, I
I
actually
didn't
like.
intend
Wow.
for it. I just did it, just the traditional way, and then just 2 came out, and I'm like, "Oh, sweet, 2 for 1."
Hey, I'm not looking to give horse in the mouth.
No.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's like Stitch from Toy Story. All right, double prizes.
Well, we finally get to understand Knox's journal because apparently Agent Zero also knows what the color typings mean. I didn't understand what Knox's journal was like. Wait, what are these drawings that you have? What is this? So apparently every single capsule has a typing.
Yep.
So
Man, I
red
honestly
provides
figured
physical
that,
enhancement.
so.
Green or blue, I'm sorry, relates to technology. And then green is the power of will and the mind.
Mm-hmm.
And purple controls principles of reality.
Hence him turning tiny.
So pretty much it's chakras. If you know what chakras are.
Oh yeah.
I know that oh wait, you're talking about what Naruto does? Something like that. But I mean like the spiritual chakra.
In Hinduism.
Yeah. So wait a minute. I mean the thing was Baku tried to get another pull, couldn't do it because it's like, yeah, let's not be greedy, okay? And also don't break the machines. They're kind of expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, but Zero, I have to get a recovery one because like, didn't I give you one? Didn't you pull that like last time? I did, but it got stolen by somebody. I'm like, someone stole it?
That's odd.
What do
No
you
one
mean
steals
someone
things.
stole it? Like who besides you and me knows what these things do?
I
I
don't know. It was
don't
some
know.
guy with a gourd, a sun,
Yeah.
whatever you call it.
Some guy apparently took it like straight out of my chest and then pocketed it.
Yeah, he Kalima'd him, but for
Yeah,
the
literally
capsum.
Polymorph. He like fatality him. And it's like and of course Agent Zero is just like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah, he's just like, well, that's concerning.
Yeah, I'm like, wait,
He's just like nonchalant about it.
The guy doesn't have a face, but I feel as though like Boss was telling him this. He's like, I see. But very concerned with the IT part. Like you know who did it. You know who this is, don't you? Are we gonna have a spirit detective level incident happen here?
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna have like no? Yusuke Urameshi was not the first spirit detective. We had actually 2 more before him. The first one retired, and then the second one went AWOL.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we're? Because again, Agent Zero, you know something. You know what's going on here. I know there's no face, but I know that you're like,
Yeah.
And insert random slander of a group of people. Baku, what are you doing in the closet? Big Sis, what are you doing in my room?
I'm just.
What is your bucket doing on our door? What is your door doing under my bucket?
I'm literally surprised that Big Sis has not opened that closet just to see what's going on. But then again, Baku, you do know that if you just turn the hanger back to its normal position, it's just a closet, right? Huh?
No.
Either or.
You never know the
yeah.
unlikely probability that someone does discover your secret lab.
Well, I mean, that wire hanger is very strange.
Mhm.
Yeah. But again, like I said, Fuji, do you not know what a door is? Also, Nausicaa. I know this is Fuji, but Nausicaa, really? And we get our obligatory feet pick shot.
Ugh.
Hey, you know what? You got to take your shoes off when you go into a Japanese home, okay?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But things
So it's
get very
culture-wise.
suspicious fast because at first some things feel benign, but then when we look at his certificate of completion, for example, it's not where it's supposed to be. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, they do further investigations, and another battle ensues. But this time we got the shield thing.
Oh, and the nightmare looks like
yeah.
Zeztz.
Yeah, but sheep-like.
Okay. Let me. All right, so it looks like Zeztz in the sense of the waist up is white, whereas the waist down is red. So I'm thinking to myself, hey Toei, could you not leave us in the dark here? Are you doing this on purpose, or is this a coincidence that they vaguely look like they're based on past riders? Because I'm starting to doubt it's a coincidence.
Yeah, I decided to stop looking after the Crow episode, but the thing is, when they're there, they're there.
Mm-hmm.
You can't unsee it,
Mm-hmm.
but still.
Well, I mean, also, so in the past episode of number 1, they had a fashionista kaijin, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And now we have a fashionista kaijin here in Zeztz.
Hey, jeez.
Like very, very fashionista. I'm like, I know that the other one was like top hat and frill, something out of Panic at the Disco level, but this is just pure Elton John right here.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me of Dolphy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting for him to laugh.
Yep.
To give us that sinister flamingo laugh.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, there is a secret to these paintings. There is a secret here, and what it is, well, I don't know.
We don't find out.
Yeah, no, because all we get is like Baku smashing through the damn window.
Watch, the treasure is actually what the boy's happiness is, which as it turns out will be to have friends. So they go full Richie Rich on us.
Or maybe what's inside of the paintings is a precious.
Just imagine it's not the painting, it's the frame.
Oh, jeez.
It's not the painting, man. Like it's the frame that is what is the treasure or the national secret is engraved in. The painting is just like the obvious since everyone loves Nicolas Cage's National
National
Treasure.
treasure.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, remember that they always said the most obvious clue isn't the clue.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it wasn't so much the Declaration of Independence that was the clue, it was the frame that it was held in, because again, they said it was crafted by the forefathers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, fine. We'll have to wait for next week to find out what that is. But what is crazy though is that Nausicaa, before the battle happened, actually gave Baku some of the information, and he's like, "Yeah, that guy who I've been seeing in the dreams is this guy." And Fuji, you knew him, right? So it's like, I don't know if he's conflicted or not to actually do something. I don't know what exactly it is that Baku's gonna do, or how he feels about knowing who this actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, I'm like, all right.
But yeah, battle ensues. We got our shield form, which is basically a repaint of Ringo arms again, but this time it splits in half.
I thought that shield looked familiar.
It's like the moment I recognize the shape, I'm like, oh no, Steve's gonna be pissed about this one.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm not so mad when they reuse prop. I honestly did enjoy Ringo. I did like Ringo. I just wish they had used it in the show instead of a Beathenix. Although it's like, well, I mean, how long ago was Gaim at this point?
It ended in 2014.
So almost 10 years.
Oh that shield. I remember when Gaim was new.
That shield has just been laying around for 10 years.
It's kind of similar to how in Skits, one of the weapons that they use there is the sword from Tokuo.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, if you got it, use it.
Well, that's the thing with Tokusatsu is that, if you look at both Toei and Tsuburaya's Tokusatsu, especially with...
Well, is he okay? Oh, dang. He got pulled out of the dream.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, because to go off of his comment, there in the preview for the next episode, we do see Baku use a scythe.
Yes.
And that scythe looks very familiar.
Well, it is the main toy's weapon form because it can turn into a sword, a gun, an axe, and a scythe. Although,
but again,
is it really necessary to become both a axe and a scythe?
Yeah, sorry, I had technical difficulties. It's pouring outside. Anyways, just real quick, like I was trying to say before I got cut off by the internet connection, Tokusatsu has a history of reusing and modifying props. You can see it with Toei Tokusatsu, and especially with Tsuburaya, because Tsuburaya likes to be cost effective, and it makes sense that they repurpose kaiju suits into different kaiju.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, no, and especially since in the preview for the next episode, they're using the scythe from Gob, from our favorite gothic Domimon. Yeah, that's her scythe. Oh, okay.
Okay.
But also, it's a good thing you came back. The damn squirrels didn't get you.
Yes. Those damn squirrels.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is episode 10 of Kamen Rider's Vanish.
I give this episode an 8. At least the actual mission's actually really interesting here. But yeah. By the way, I'm curious. The writing for this episode, did it have anything to do with the whole recent La Rue situation?
Wait, remind me what that is.
So basically, some art from La Rue was stolen. I think it was jewelry. And it was basically one of the thieves was disguised as a security guard, and the other was disguised as a tourist. At least, again, I don't know all the details, but basically, a lot of jewelry that were supposed to be specially displayed just disappeared. And because, yeah, no, it's like, how does stuff from the Louvre
Right,
disappear?
that's right. Yeah. How does something from the Louvre get just randomly disappear?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
same
I did hear about that.
The same way some of the Godzilla suits got stolen back in the day.
They just disappeared.
They just walked in and walked out.
Well,
No one knows.
The 84 Godzilla suit got stolen and nobody knows who did it. It's probably rotting in somebody's attic in Japan for all we know. But they did find the 91 suit after it got stolen. It was they found it on a beach. Actually, no, they didn't find it on a beach. An old woman was on the beach and she found the suit and it scared the crap out of her.
Yeah, I do remember that story. And I'm like, of all things, I'm like, well, and again, I mean, I know. Well, how could you compare priceless art and gems from the Louvre to a Godzilla suit? Do you not know how much security it is to take those things into consideration?
Yeah, especially since those suits weigh like 200-ish pounds.
Like, no one can just walk out with that thing. And also, they're very heavily guarded.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, how did this happen twice? Granted, the second time it happened, they did find the suit, but it's like, was it an inside job? Did somebody who was working there, did like a couple people like conspire together to steal it? Did some like people who didn't work for Toho steal it? Like, what happened? God only knows.
It's the same thing with the Louvre. I mean, what? The gems, the paintings were stolen, and where are they now? We don't know. And give it like maybe 50, 60 years. Someone on their deathbed will actually give us the answer. Mom, we were cleaning out Grandpa's attic, and we happened to find this mess and a shredded Godzilla head.
What? Why?
What? Did Grandpa work for Toho? No.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Why does he have the Godzilla's head?
This is an official product. Oh yeah.
Yeah, considering that a lot of Godzilla suits have rotted, if that 1984 suit still exists, if it's been like over 40 years since it got stolen, God only knows if it's in somebody's attic, hypothetically, what it looks like. It has to look unsettling at this
God
point.
awful.
Severely damaged, skin peeled off.
It must be like when they found the original Muppets from what was the movie Labyrinth?
Oh yeah, one of the goblin things.
Yeah, where they found them and it's just like, oh my God, put that away.
Mm-hmm.
That is just unsettling. Don't ever bring that out, please. No.
I've seen pictures of rotting Godzilla kaiju suits.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I have to.
But yeah, so what score would you guys give this episode?
I don't know. This is one of those episodes that I'm like, it has to be seen as both parts. I can only give it a 6 at this point.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm interested to see where it goes and what the supposed international secret is. You know, I'm going to give it an 8.5. I hope that part 2 is satisfactory and interesting.
8 for me if I haven't already.
That's why I'm probably gonna get hate for it, but I'm like, you know what? That's just the problem with this with Zeztz. Is that a lot of this has to be like you have to see it as both parts. You got my attention, but it's like, oh, please tell me the payoff is good.
Alrighty. What did I just walk into? Not surprised. I know you three well enough to know where your conversations go. Can't say I'm not addicted. Yeah, keep you Goju Unicorn away from the car rings.
I'm way ahead of you, Triple OX.
So wait, what's
I
the
have
what,
the Power Ranger ring? It's
what's the ongoing joke with her and the Car Ranger ring?
Basically, she should be kept away from operating a vehicle.
There's an episode. Long story short, there's
basically it's an episode that involves Gommel. I'll just leave it to you on that.
She tries to get her license and she does an absolute terrifying job.
Well, you know, if she's fighting the enemy, it's beneficiary that she does.
Yeah. Thank God Japanese licenses apparently expire in 2 years, according to the close-up of her driver's license. So thankfully, hopefully, she'll get it renewed.
Yep.
Yeah, my parents and your princess!
No, yeah, and then have it be like that episode of Megas XLR to where they tow Megas.
DMV. I hate
and then
the
Oni's
DMV.
sister has a fantasy to where she's in her mecha mode just destroying the Japanese DMV.
Honestly, I like the part where like the ticket says like he's holding it up. It says 1, 2 on it. 12. It's like now serving number 12. It's 1271.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that I had a similar experience where I had a ticket that said now serving number. My ticket said 127, and it's like now serving number 12, and I look at my thing. It's like I hate the DMV. It was perfect. Same 3 numbers.
Well.
Now I just want some ham wrapped in pizzas. Yeah. Well, if you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. Please be sure to share videos and ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We discuss Kamen Rider Zeztz, Kamen Rider Black, number 1 Sentai Go Juju, which apparently is going back to its original schedule on Toei. More on that tomorrow. Ultraman Omega and Tojima Tansaboro wants to be a Kamen Rider. Check out our Pasadena Comic-Con interviews from this year. We've uploaded all 3 of them. And yeah, check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss all kinds of things. If you want to say hi to us in person, we will be in the Pasadena Convention Center on January 25th for Pasadena Comic-Con and on August 28th for Power Morphicon. It's going to be the 20th anniversary of Power Rangers Mystic Force, and also it's going to be the 19th anniversary of the original Power Morphicon. Something that isn't marketed, but should be brought up.
That is crazy.
The original Power Morphicon was from 2007.
Yeah. And I couldn't go until 2012.
I couldn't go till 2010.
And then 2012 was where we first met in person.
Where all three of us met, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Fate brought us together for one purpose, one mission, to give you awesome Toku-related discussion content. And you'll find it all right here on our combined channel. But if you want to check out our personal content, the two of us are on Instagram, the Sin Prince and Bouken Kabuto, while he's on YouTube and on Twitter as XL Ranger. Until next time, we hope to see you again real soon. You know, it's the start of the week. We hope you stay safe. And yeah, next week is Thanksgiving. And we want to thank you guys for all the love and support you've given us. Goodbye.
Good night, guys.
Farewell.